I'll begin with the number one piece of advice that we can offer for any boating adventure. Wear your life jacket. I've got mine on, a number of the speakers do behind me. That is the number one thing you can and should do, is wear your life jacket. Reminder that Pennsylvania law requires you to have a life jacket on board for every person on your boat. Children ages 12 and under must always wear their life jacket when aboard a boat less than 20 feet and on all canoes and kayaks. In 2019, we had 57 recreational boating accidents in Pennsylvania that resulted in 8 fatalities. 7 of the 8 victims were not wearing a life jacket at the time of the mishap. Roughly 80% of all boating fatalities occur because boaters were not wearing a life jacket. Life jackets must be U.S. Coast Guard approved and properly fit the individual. And we can give you a couple safe tips about safe life jacket wear. Bottom line is, it needs to fit snugly. You don't want it to come up over your head when you hit the water.
Couple things to keep in mind though, in light of the COVID pandemic, that'll be some additional safety tips for this year. First of all, if you don't feel well, stay home. That's a given in any situation. Secondly, especially if you're in a red county, boat close to home. You want to stay close to home if you're in a red county, and you might consider that even in a yellow county. The idea is that going farther away necessitates additional stops where there might be added risk. And again, it's fun to raft up with friends, whether you're on a pontoon boat, or a john boat, or a canoe, or a kayak, but this is not the time to raft up. So I would avoid rafting up out on the water. That's close contact, a lot of touching of other boats and equipment. And now, by the way, when you do touch equipment, like if you're gassing up at a marina, if you have needed to touch some other equipment, again, the hand sanitizer or something, on any outing anywhere these days, take the hand sanitizer along with you.
Us, our Waterways conservation officers like myself and others of us around the state are going to be on patrol. We're going to be looking out for impaired boaters on the waters this year. My best advice to those who want to be able to imbibe on a boat is simply to have a designated driver or designated boat operator that stays sober. That way you can be out, enjoy things safely, okay?
Have a float plan. Let someone know where you are planning to boat and when you expect to return. Plans can change during the day when you're having a good time, but keeping someone aware of where you are helps in the case you have an emergency or medical emergency or mechanical emergency while on the water. For a few $100s, someone who may never have boated before can go into many stores and buy a kayak and be on the water in a number of hours. But ask yourself, what would you do if you encountered a violent thunderstorm? If you lost your paddle? If you came upon an unexpected dam ahead? Or if you capsize? Do you know what basic signs and buoys to look for to help guide you along your trip?
In Pennsylvania, all powered boats must be registered with the Fish and Boat Commission. This includes gas-powered boats and electric-powered boats. Unpowered boats, such as kayaks and canoes, do not require registration. However, to use any PFBC or DCNR public boat access along any waterway, including those within state park boundaries, you must either register the boat or obtain an annual launch permit issued either by the Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission or DCNR.
Looks like he's going to the thing, but it's too wet.